So today we are going to practice friction fire. What I have here is a Balsam Fir hearthboard and spindle. I've already made everything just to save time, but I have not burned into the hearthboard yet. Yeah, what we're going to do that's a little bit different and kind of weird is we're going to use Old Man's Beard as a tinder bundle. It is really dry right now, and I suspect that this will probably work really well. Okay, let's get after it. Okay, we burned in. I got some good looking dust there. You want it to be almost like the color of coffee grounds, and that's when you know you're not applying too much pressure and the wood is dry enough to do what you need it to, which is create an ember. For a bearing block, I'm using a piece of green pine. Works pretty good. Okay, I've got my notch cut, as you can see there. Usually when I do this, I'll have to tune that up a little bit, kind of as I get that divot bigger, and I'm really starting to try to produce my coal. What I did on the bottom is you can see this little groove I kind of cut here, and a guy that I've followed for years, Northwest Primate, or NW Primate as he's known on Instagram and YouTube, he taught me how to do that, because when you're on a flat surface and you're bowing and you get your ember built up in there, that little groove on the bottom will allow fresh air to get pulled in from the backside of the hearthboard and feed that ember. So it's almost like supercharging your Bowdrill set. Okay, let's make an ember. Good to keep all your gear put away all the time. There's been a lot of people that have lost on that show alone because they haven't done that. Many a fire steel has been misplaced in the bush. Speaking of misplaced, there it is. It's important to be comfortable. Not yet. Okay, let's do this again. I've got my knife underneath the hearthboard to catch my coal. I'm just being a nerd. You can use a piece of bark. You could probably even do it right on this. So actually, let's do that. Let's try it. I'm gonna put my dust back into the divot. Okay. We did it. Check it out. It's hard work. Okay. Usually I use this time. I'll catch my breath. The ember will mature. Now let's blow it into flame. It's actually worked pretty good. Pretty slick, eh? So yeah, balsam fir, green pine piece for a handhold, and we used the old man's beard as a tinder bundle, and actually just bowed and built the ember right into it, and it worked. You can see how long this has been burning. That is plenty of time to get your fire ready.